Hmm. Been trying to sort out friendlies.
What, football?
Hmm. For my son, innit? For his team.
So how does that work?
Hmm?
Do you contact another established team, then you...
Basically, same age team. Obviously, you want to find out the level that they play at.
Yeah,
Because at their stage, they've got low level, then you've got mid, then high level.
yeah.
So when we first started the team last season, obviously because it's the first time we're just playing, they put you down as low. You can't start.
Yeah.
So obviously the league that we were in did really well. Came sort of like joined second, third. When they should third, we came third.
Oh, sick.
Goal difference thing. But the games that we lost was at the beginning of the season. Bearing in mind the teams were playing have been together for like at least 2 years. But
Yeah.
these are only under 10, so
So you were probably just warming up as
we're
well.
just warming up. We
Yeah.
had good players, but for them to get used to each other and play this. And at this stage, I'm not helping with the coaching, so I'm trying to take credit here that they did.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah.
nah, we towards the end of the season, blitzed it, blitzed
Sick.
it, blitzed it. But the only reason I did it for was because my son plays, so I thought I'm always there anyway.
Yes, might as well
I might as well help
take a
out.
little role.
Because when I was on the sidelines anyway, I was shouting, of which is probably annoying to the coach. So he probably just asked me. He asked me in the end, like,
Like, do you want to coach? Because
yeah,
you're
do you
doing a
should
lot
I
of
do it
shouting
then?
on the
Because I
sideline.
might as well. I might as well. Then when I became coach on the sidelines, I stopped shouting. But at this stage,
It's weird, isn't it?
I wanted to observe though, to see how they respond from the other side. Because as a
Yeah.
parent, sometimes I think you'll have been quiet for like good 20 minutes. Now you're eager, like your son's not playing the way they usually play, so you're like trying to tell
Yeah,
them
you're
do this, do that.
yeah.
But sometimes it's bad because for them to develop, they need to work it out by themselves.
Yeah.
I
You
should
can't
just,
tell them every
if
single
I'm solving
step
the problem
from
from the sidelines,
yeah.
then it's a bit tacky, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't yeah.
They're not gonna develop to the way that they should. But they do need a little hand sometimes. So
Yeah, a little help in hand.
yeah, but it's been fun. It's been fun. But what's crazy about the dynamics that I never wanted to engage with, like dealing with parents and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's that like?
I'm okay with it because, to be fair, we haven't needed to make any drastic changes or anything. But I think with the way the team is going, it's going to come to that stage at some point. Maybe not now, but at some point.
Like them, I guess you know what they call them, difficult conversations.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically, to put it ethically.
Yeah,
That was
when
very PC. That was very HR, wasn't
yeah, very HR.
it?
When they want to praise their son and think the son is Neymar, but then you have them
But
conversations.
to be fair, the parents whose kids are good, they're quite cool.
Then
In most cases, especially in this, like in my situation, the parents that with the kids that are good, they've played before at some point, so they understand the process of
how it goes, yeah,
how it goes. If the coach is doing something, they're doing it for a reason. For an example, whereas what you tend to get is the parents who've never played football,
bit more
a
vocal.
bit more
Yeah,
vocal, but because they don't understand what's happening, and more time, their child is the one that's not, what should I say, not performing to the standard
yeah,
to the other kids. Because you're always going to have that as well at this stage where some kids progress quickly than others. Some are quicker learners, like natural talent.
yeah.
Then you might get late bloomers who right now don't look the part, but by the time they
Well,
get to under 15s, because right now they're like under 10s, by the time they get under 15s, that kid you're looking at as maybe the weak link is now
yeah,
the strong one.
the strong one. I guess it's
So
one of those things where again, it's rather than it's a long term plan, and you have to
mhm.
look at longevity rather than
Exactly,
right now, because
exactly.
it's like a your kid could be great, but it could be lack of something, or it might not be great right now,
Hmm.
but you're thinking,
Yeah,
let's find that potential
yeah.
in him somewhere in there.
And also sometimes the level for that child can be the wrong. So not that they're not talented enough or good
Yeah,
enough. It might just be in that moment the level that they're playing at is not the right one for them.
yeah.
It could be that's too high or it's too low for their progression. Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, probably like find the right balance for them
Yeah,
and find the
because
right stage for them to
that's
enter
what it's
into the
about. That's
sport.
what it's
Yeah,
because ultimately it's about enjoyment. End of the day, you want the child just to enjoy whatever
yeah,
sport they play. Because I think what you have to be careful. I think some parents think as soon as they see a bit of talent, he's destined for the Premier League. He's going to be a pro.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, mate, do you know like the reality of becoming a pro? Not even Premiership, like just League
Yeah.
Two, League
Yeah.
One, Championship. There's so many good footballers out there. It's like winning the lottery. Because how many players have you met within a sport that you play? Let's say whether it's basketball, football. Even when we played basketball,
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people who you thought, but it's a different ball game.
yeah,
Yeah.
every now and then you'd meet some kid that you think, wow, you should be playing pro, or you should be here. But there's always someone better, and the levels that always going to be higher.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
So,
think there's also someone better, someone more disciplined, and someone again. The older you get, the more you're fighting your parents because you want that bit more freedom
mm-hmm,
to be a certain person.
mm-hmm,
They have those with talent that stay on the path, then those with talent who want to do their own thing and get swayed a bit. It's like you
yeah,
can have the talent, but
yeah.
there's a lot more
A
to
lot more
it
that
than the
comes to
just
it
talent.
because, like exactly to what you're saying is, there's a lot of people who are good, but there's something that separates, especially in sport,
Those that make it
that
to,
make it and they
yeah,
don't. And it's sometimes we've all got the same ability, but we ain't all got the same attitude and mentality.
yeah, and
Like what you said,
discipline,
discipline.
yeah,
Like I remember when I was younger, there were kids that we all played football every day, but I was just playing to have fun. Then we'd have that one guy that after playing, he would stay back and so now
just about,
I'm gonna go in later, or he'll go home and
yeah,
put in
like a
an extra 30 minutes of proper
training,
work
like proper regime, yeah,
regime, like where it's a bit structured, like left foot, right foot, passing off the wall kind of thing. There was one guy like that. He did make it to a good level, but he let himself down, not through lack of like playing well, but
yeah,
just like things in life happened.
yeah,
Dropped the ball a little bit, stopped focusing as much,
yeah.
because he was like, I'm talking under when we were all playing like under 17s football. He's already playing reserves for Sunderland men's team,
Oh,
and this is
yeah,
when Sunderland back in the day they in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? The
yeah.
South.
So he had a
Mate,
good,
I first played
solid
this. I
opportunity.
first played this guy, and would have been year nine. Year nine, I remember it was my first game. Or year eight, I can't remember. Around that stage, my first game for the school when I moved up
Yeah,
to Middlesbrough. Then I think myself as a techie player. I scored in my first game, screamer against St David's. Then this guy is like, it's almost like he was like, "What? Who do you think you are?" kind of thing.
yeah. Like okay,
Mate,
okay, okay.
from the kickoff, my guy got the ball, took on the full team, put it top bins. Then he did that about for another 4 or 5 times, just unstoppable.
Just to make sure like you understand
Knew who I am.
the levels and who
Yeah,
I am in it.
yeah, he was sick. Then after that, we actually became friends. We used to chill together, me, him, and Danny. Remember Danny T?
Yeah,
We used to chill together a lot, play football together. But he lived, and we liked football, but
yeah.
he
He
lived
lived
it.
and breathed
Do
for
you know
the
what I'm trying to
sport.
say?
Yeah,
Like, never seen him without a football. Always doing tricks, practicing tricks. Like I'm talking
yeah.
constantly, 24/7. He's on it.
And like you said,
He's
it's definitely what separates people who make it and people who
yeah,
don't.
100%.
He
Because for me, when it got to like let's say under 15s and the 16s, that's a stage really where you should be kicking on it.
transitioned.
If you're gonna
Yeah,
go down that way, where of playing at a high level, and you're getting told by like our parents, oh, you need to focus on books. You can do that later.
in it. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying.
And
It's
they
like
and they didn't understand how football works in this country, where if you don't make it at that age, you're done.
nah, in it.
Like I remember like talking about those exhibition matches that where it's like a showcase match where you play
Yeah,
like where they get a group of decent kids who have potential to play against like an academy team.
yeah.
It's like a trial really, but also it's usually games to test out some new academy players, some trialists, or just to see what level the academy's
Everyone
at.
else. Yeah,
So you there'd be games like that sometimes. I'm trying to tell my mom like scooping my chance. She's like, no, you play next week. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, yeah, but next week it's just a normal game. It's not this type of game.
you're
So
like I'm missing out on chances
I
right now.
feel that's the difference between me and my son. To say, let's say if he was to pursue football
Yeah,
or a sport, any or pursue anything, it could be anything that he wants to pursue seriously. I feel like I kind of have an understanding of how these things work in the background, that you do need to sacrifice a
yeah.
lot of your time
It is.
and a lot of dedication required from both the parent and the child. That's
Yeah,
what people don't
exactly.
realize when you know what I mean. Because all these academy guys, let's say we live in Middlesbrough. You say you got to play Newcastle. or let's say you play for Newcastle, sorry, and that's what their training center is. Now you've got a. I
It's
mean,
commitment.
obviously, yeah. I mean, obviously, sometimes I know they might have like a nearby affiliate where you can go and do your sessions.
Yeah,
But even then, most of the time you're gonna have to travel up there. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's dedication for the parent. Fuel, because to be fair, I can't speak on it because I don't know whether they get any incentives for fuel or
Etc.
transport.
on that. Yeah,
Because I'm sure I saw a photo of Rashford when he was in the academy getting a bus from his estate.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
By
it's
himself.
good you said
So
that because I actually seen a post of I think like Meta or some of Instagram.
mm,
Someone just explaining how, like you just said,
mm,
how our parents back then sometimes didn't really understand. Again, being new, it's
yeah,
either they were new to the country or just weren't aware of
just weren't.
how
I
things
think they just
worked,
weren't aware.
and
Mm,
therefore that kind of led to people who had potential
yeah,
possibly not making it as far as they could have
yeah, hundred
because of that
percent.
lack of just small
Yeah,
information or knowledge to know that these are the sacrifices you need to make for this period.
mm-hmm.
Um, this is what it takes for your son to make it, and this
Yeah,
is going to be the result. It was rather than they just seen it as you playing a
messing
spark,
on,
messing
messing
on.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, really, it could have been a big opportunity.
Now, and you see all the time, especially recently with all these, what can I say, like influencers slash
Yeah,
YouTubers, podcasters, whatever,
yeah,
where like let's say KSI and Speed as an
yeah,
example. At start, their parents never believed in any of them, but all of a sudden, when the success comes in, it's like, oh, well done. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
But at
With
the
this much,
time, you're thinking,
yeah. There's a lot of them like that where
no, it
what
is.
they were doing is like a waste of time, which I do understand now that I'm a parent. 'Cause I think I'm guilty of it
Yeah,
sometimes, whereby there be certain aspects of it's part of their fun, but it's good for their development at the same time. It could take them somewhere,
yeah,
and I'm like, no, you need to focus on this or focus on like, have you read? Have you done your homework? Have you done this? You become serious. Like you want them to focus on the real things. Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
It's hard.
it's a tough
Like
one.
it's a tough one. Like you said, it's like you're trying to not again put so much of our kind of um trauma,
Yeah, yeah,
our own upbringing, not
yeah,
put too much as in like books, but also you want to give them a chance to be themselves.
yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard to find a balance.
Mm,
I think with me, it's like I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
mm,
It's it's a hard one.
mm. I think I'm just gonna support them in whatever it
Yeah,
is, like career wise. I'm gonna try and dictate to say you should be this, you should be that.
yeah,
Especially I see it now, or even myself, like because I work in college now, and I'm thinking I really should have done an apprenticeship
you know, you're
because
seeing it, you're mapping out a path and thinking,
yeah,
this is the path I
but
should have went.
going back to that, we went via the path that the original plan, like, where the blueprint,
No,
which was go get your GCSEs, do well in A levels,
yeah,
go to uni. Yeah, and I can guarantee you
that
at
was
least a big majority of people didn't really want to go uni,
no,
but they just went because this is the blueprint. This is what you do, especially coming from our background. Everything
yeah,
is you need to get a degree, you need to get this. But though now growing up, we start realizing and working in some sectors, certain degrees aren't really useful or
yeah.
relevant. It's pointless. You might as well just work since
I
leaving
know you
school.
might have just went straight
Do you
into
know
a
what I
job.
mean?
Yeah,
Like for example, the sector I work in now, it's got nothing to do with what I did at uni. Okay, I might apply the knowledge in some areas sometimes, but that's like 10%.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? which is
Make that
which
degree
anyone
kind
could.
of like you were saying
Yeah.
a bit pointless.
Whereas I was actually quite lucky because I got offered an apprenticeship by certain companies came.
Yeah,
I remember they came to our school, and depending on how good you were at certain subjects, they're like, "Oh yeah, do you want to do an engineering apprenticeship?" I said, "Nah, I'm gonna go get a proper education," because I
yeah,
wasn't aware at the time. Because at that stage as well, apprenticeships had this bad stigma of it's only for the thick people.
yeah. That is true.
Because it only be certain apprenticeships that would get pushed. So it was always like construction, of which you don't have to be thick to do construction.
Oh, it's
It
quite
pays well, mates.
yeah.
And
Construction,
that's a
bricklaying.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's one of the things as well. So the stigma on those things, like, oh, if you do this type of courses like plumbing, whatever, they're not really like it wasn't considered a good career
yeah.
socially. But now that we're all older,
older, we're like, what were
what were we doing, mate? If
they
I'd
make
got
a
a
lot of money. Yeah,
trades, especially in our culture, trades aren't really pushed because how many electricians,
yeah,
joiners, plumbers
yeah.
do you
Bricklayers,
know? Do you know
roofers,
what I mean?
yeah.
We
There's a
don't
lot.
have many because that narrative is, or the stigma attached to that is, that's one of them jobs that you just do. Like, but
But
these guys
really,
make a killing.
they're racking it
They
in.
rake it
Like
in.
they're racking it
Do
in.
you know what I
Like
mean? So I think there's a lot to be done in that area, especially in the black culture.
yeah. And
Mm.
again, it's not just a case of like I said, a lot of them can even be self-employed. It's a
Hmm.
business.
Yeah.
It's a business now where you can either work for someone else or be self-employed, and from
Mm.
there, it's all about the work you put in.
Yeah.
But again, I blame it. I blame the stigma. I blame there's a element of culture behind it, and I
100%.
just blame not knowing. Not everything is black and white. This is only path. There is so much in life. There's so much things.
Mm.
Um, in career paths you can go
Mm.
that you don't necessarily have to use the typical blueprint ways, uh, school, college,
Mm.
uni,
Mm.
because at the end of the day, we all want to get into the sort of the rat race of earning money, being able to provide yourself, then provide for
Mm.
your family and kids.
Mm.
That blueprint doesn't work because actually it delays you. You've done all that,
Mm.
I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and
Mm.
then you're struggling to get that job in that
Mm.
profession, then you're having to go for the lesser jobs and lesser roles, then start again.
Mm.
Whereas, like you said, I'm glad I actually started from apprenticeship.
Mm.
So I did the opposite, like, got an apprenticeship, I think, when I was like maybe 16, 17,
Mm.
and just worked my way up through apprenticeships from there. And I've pretty much done that
Mm.
until to now. I thought, you know what, I might go for a degree actually.
That makes more sense
Yeah,
because now you're in the role. You're in a role
I'm in
whilst
a
doing a
role already,
degree.
and
Yeah.
which was
So
calm. Then it was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, we can do it. On
Yeah.
top of that, they were like, actually, you don't have to do the 4 year degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll shave some time off because you've done it most of it already.
Yeah.
Shaved it off, said, oh, you only have to do 2 years and you get a degree.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, that's not the blueprint. Normally, it's
Mm.
I kind of went long winded.
Or sometimes you can do some of these vocational
Yeah,
commercial courses where it's short. You may have to pay for it,
yeah,
but it's also just as relevant. And I feel sometimes they can be more useful because they're more up to date, those courses,
yeah.
with what's currently happening. So right now, every now and then I'll see maybe like there's an AI one, like
The the
what's
Google Microsoft's got quite a lot, which even companies put at the bottom,
yeah.
and Google has a lot. Plus, the Power BI,
There you go.
um, the data fundamentals with Microsoft.
You
They have
see,
a lot.
that's
The
not up to
Prince
date.
tools and all them.
Yeah,
Like,
these are now the calls that people need to
I
get in
know.
their bag because you got to think now, like the administrator role, that is slowly being taken over by softwares.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still handy to have someone to speak to people, but in terms of some of the data entry,
workflows. Everyone's going for
do you know what I mean?
workflows.
So it cuts out, obviously, if you need people to put the information in, but you don't need as many people now because the software does the rest of the work that someone would have done before.
That
Like,
is, yeah.
so it's crazy.
That's true because I've seen there's quite a lot of jobs now that I've seen, especially
Mm.
like the counts and stuff, where they want someone to build automations, build workflows. Everything's a
Oh,
workflow now.
they're
You,
pushing automation,
yeah, they're
pushing
pushing it.
automation. Have you seen these forklifts now?
What you got? The move on the own?
Yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
the
And
the
the be-
forklift guys are not going to be
the
happy,
best
you
one
know.
I've seen, I think it goes up to, I think it was like 3 feet, which is quite high. Do you know what I mean by itself? And that, I mean, the forklift isn't gonna want to take a lunch break,
Mm,
toilet break, or cigarette break. It doesn't need to go to sleep. It just needs charging
yeah,
and programming. That's it.
it,
So eventually, yes, you also need people to program them and like, because I think people take it too far when they think when say
everything,
machines
yeah,
will replace
everything,
everything. No, we still need some human interaction, but it just means that you don't have to work as hard.
yeah.
That's all it is. That's all the difference. So
but you know, some people like, especially with their checkouts in shops. I always see every shop was a new checkout.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I look. We're all human. I think to
Yeah.
myself, yeah, probably someone just lost their job or they're being relocated elsewhere.
Yeah, warehouse.
Yeah,
Go to
and
the warehouse
warehouses
instead.
like
But you soon be replaced by
then and the
robot
forklifts,
forklifts.
then the forklifts will come in.
Yeah.
Then that's another thing. It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. Like you said, this is the time to be them little courses we're talking about to be like,
Mm,
get one of them. So at
yeah.
least it's like, you know, if the forklift takes you over, you might get a role where you maintain
Yeah.
the back end of that forklift to
Yeah.
make sure everything is good.
Well, if you look at, let's say, programming, not that I know a lot about like programming, computer coding and whatnot, but now AI can write code as well,
Yeah,
which means you don't need as many people in your office doing that for you. You just need someone who knows how to write code, obviously,
and checks
to
it.
then yeah, check the automation to see if everything
Yeah,
is
it
all
does
right.
right.
So that's the changes there. So there's a lot, especially as well what we need to be aware of, like with the next generation. If you've got sisters, brothers, kids,
Yeah,
like of a younger age, is advise them if they are going to think about career choices, it's to focus on the relevant subjects, because the future now, I
it's
think it's gonna be STEM based. So
it
you're
is
gonna need
STEM. That's all that matters
STEM
now.
based.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
all that other stuff is going to be
You
irrelevant. It's
need
all
you need
STEM.
that. You need that.
Like it's funny you said that because
Mm,
when AI was brought about, everyone was like, "Oh, what is AI?"
mm,
No one cared.
mm.
Till every company had their own chat,
Yeah.
had their own chatbot,
Yeah.
had their own chat assistant. Every company now,
Yeah.
every site has their own
Well, I
assistant.
think it's been around for longer than what most people think.
It has, but
Because you got to think before that, yeah, we had it on Microsoft. So let's say if you rang your bank and you call, what do they call it? Is it the AVR system,
yeah,
whatever? Like
yeah,
the automated person you speak to.
yeah. It's been there,
It's
but it's
been there
been
just because it hadn't been given a title yet.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So with automation this whole time, it's just that as soon as it got given a title
yeah.
and they blowed it up a bit more, it's like, oh my gosh, like technology is taking over. But
Nah, it's always
it's
been
been
there.
taken over. It's been taken over. So
But yeesh. What is your take on I was gonna since we're gonna talk about beefs today,
mm,
I don't know, with me, when I'm driving to work and you get them people, you know you've been stood in this god awful traffic altogether, right?
mm,
Then you get these people, right, who now think they're Moses, right?
mm,
It's not even a zebra crossing.
mm,
There's no traffic.
mm,
And this man, because there's a right turn,
mm,
he's holding everyone back and just letting everyone do the right turn.
mm.
Where you've been waiting an hour and the other car's already gone. Like, is it impatient? What is your take on these people?
Yeah, I think it's impatience, because I'm one of those people. I'm very impatient. In traffic,
Yeah.
me, um, I'm a I'm one of those drivers you'd love to beep it because
Yeah,
I
but,
don't want to stop.
bro, okay, what is the appropriate length of seconds to wait before you beep them? Because I had one the other day.
Mm,
He let one car in. Okay,
mm,
fair enough. Then another car was all the way down there
mm.
coming up and he let them in.
Nah, that.
Then I started beeping them.
Nah, you're taking the mic there. That's taking the mic. You can't do that. Especially not allowed to do that as well.
Yeah,
If you're in the lane of onmoving traffic,
you're not allowed to be
if you
letting
in the
flashing people through.
because the people behind, what if you break? Do you know what I mean? The people they don't know you're stopping or you're going.
Exactly.
You're not allowed to do that. I'm sure as part of the highway code. We
Yeah.
have to double check this, but
Yeah, let's
I'm
fact check
sure
it.
you're not allowed to do that. hundred
But
percent.
yeah, I was quite annoyed because I'm thinking, right,
Because it,
one is okay, like
yeah,
you just want them to go, but if you're purposely waiting for that other car to come all the way up here
yeah,
just to let them in,
yeah,
like, don't you have a job? It's like
yeah.
everyone is going to work.
Some people are just too nice. That
Yeah,
person is not going to work.
yeah, that's what I was
They're not on
thinking.
the way to
I
work,
was
mate.
thinking, what is this
It's
jobless
usually
behavior?
like not to be ageist, but it's usually elderly people. But
No,
they've got no way to, like
n-
they're retired, bro.
no, no, no.
They're not in a rush.
That isn't.
They've got time to be nice to everybody. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that. Let me give you something, right? I was again on the road, I seen this woman,
Mm,
right? This woman, let me just picture, let's give you the picture. She looked older than the Queen,
right.
right? Her hands, she couldn't even see the dashboard because she was so close to that
Mm,
steering like this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how they
Like,
sit, to be fair, yeah.
like she was up here.
Yeah, yeah. She must have been small.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
tiny,
yeah.
looked like the Queen, right? To you, what age do you think don't be on the road? Like, what age do you think
It's a tough
certain
one.
people should
It's
just
a tough
not drive?
it's a tough one, this one, because you don't want to generalize it. I know what you're saying is we should,
It's scary
but
because,
at the same time, there's some quite sharp elderly people there.
yeah,
Some I'd argue are sharper than people our own age. Do you know what I mean? In terms
yeah,
of they've still got wit,
I know.
like cognitively, they still think sharp, like as a razor. So it's tough. It is a tough one, but I think we should leave it to the experts. I think there should be some limit
Yeah,
because though you could have a sharp brain, your body might not react the same
yeah.
anymore because simply you are older. You can't move
You
as
can't
quick.
move as
You
quick.
can't move as quick.
No,
Or it could be vice versa. Your brain doesn't react enough to what's happening around you. So it is a risk. It is a risk because what's funny is the younger you are, the more expensive your insurance is due to obviously
the data,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
data behind
yeah,
it.
and that's for
Yeah.
obvious reasons. So you'd assume that maybe for the same reasons. I don't know how the data is, but I'm sure because I worked at Enterprise once upon a time.
And do they have an age
We
limit?
we didn't have an age. Well, here's the thing: the age limit was not on us. It depended on their insurance contract, basically.
Wait, wait.
So depending on what insurance you had, yeah. So different companies would not allow you. Insurance companies would not allow you to give out a specific courtesy car over a certain engine size or over like a certain style category, if you like, because obviously there's premium vehicles too.
Yeah,
So there was a hierarchy with some insurance companies in terms of what car you could give out. So for an example, if it was depots like 18-year-old drivers,
yeah.
we were not allowed to give them anything bigger than a Ford Fiesta.
Oh,
Do you know what I
really?
mean? For obvious reasons. Now, in some cases, they might drive a BMW 1 Series or A class. So,
But
in
as you come, yeah,
yeah, so there was circumstances whereby we'd need to contact the insurance for them to commit to say, yeah, we will cover it with our insurance. We'll cover the courtesy car
your cat
with
car
our
when I
insurance. So
was,
if this young driver crashes the Merc or BMW you're about to give him,
it's on them.
but in most cases, you have to be over 21. In most cases, only maybe certain occasions, if they had really good insurance, expensive one that they pay for, the insurance would usually step in and say, "Yeah, now we'll take the
We
risk.
take,
Give
yeah,
them,
yeah, give
we'll
'em,
take
but
the
we
risk."
take this.
And obviously, as branch manager, I'm like, "Oh, by all means,
Take
take
out
it."
of my hands.
If he crashed that car, I'm looking to make some good money. Do you know what I mean?
No,
So,
okay, so you said 18.
yeah, yeah.
Was there ever a case then, the other end, where, so regardless of the age, let's say this Donny pulls up and
Mm,
he's old, struggling to get out of the car,
mm.
can you not, you just give him the car regardless anyway? So there's no
Nah,
age limit.
because obviously their aim is to give out good customer service
Yeah,
constantly all the time. You know what I mean? So you're gonna try and make it as comfortable as possible
possible. Yeah,
for that person. You know what I mean? Because there's no age. It was usually over 70 that if the insurance did have any issues, it was usually like over 70s, but not in a lot of cases. It, most elderly people just wanted a simple A to B car anyway. They don't want anything fancy.
so something too
Usually something
crazy.
a bit high up, like a Vaux or Crossland, where
Yeah,
it's high up, but it's not a Ferrari. It's just gets you from A
A
to
to B.
B. Do you know what I mean? Like a Renault Capture type of car
Yeah,
or Nissan Juke. They love those.
yeah,
Do you know what
yeah.
I mean?
They're still loved.
They're
They're the
comfy.
ugliest looking car, but
Mm.
they're still loved.
This want anything that I don't have to get down on
Yeah,
the floor to get up to. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was interesting.
but yeah.
That was interesting. But I don't want to. It's a tough one to abandon.
It's I know because I heard it. I heard the similar conversation about other people saying they should have a limit. This other person's
Maybe.
take was saying because if then if the grand or granddad or grandma,
Mm,
they would want an age limit because of them, because they feel like they're not as sharp,
mm,
etc. What's um and all that. They're like that would the reason they would want an age limit. But I think
mm.
yeah, like again, I'm not generalizing, but I thought it was interesting because I seen this woman. I was thinking, she looks,
I know, I hear that.
she
I hear that.
looks.
Or what they can do, another suggestion was they have to do a test every year. So let's say after 70, let's say that's the minimum age, yeah,
Yeah.
or maximum, sorry,
So test every year.
before, then after that, test every year. Let's see how good you are. Okay, maybe a year is too much to cope with the number of tests you'd have to do. So you could say, okay, after 70, after every 2 years,
Do a quick like
do a
little
quick
review.
a little
Just check the
review. Yeah, just
sharpness.
book a little review. That's all it is. It's nothing major. One
Yeah.
review per year. We know that you're still we're sharp enough or not. You know.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
fair.
mm,
No, that's fair.
mm,
Another thing I want to talk about, because the missus always tells me that she can't reverse park, right?
mm,
So, what would you say you're out with your brethren,
mm.
you're out in the car, wherever, you find a parking spot, but you have to reverse in. Then he goes, I can't reverse park.
I'll be. I'm laughing first of all. I know me. I'm laughing.
He fully goes,
I'm
I can't
laughing.
reverse park. Can you, wait, wait,
Okay, to be
can he
fair,
goes, I can't reverse park. Can you do it?
how long have they been driving?
For a while.
I was saying, is a while 5 years plus to you?
Yeah,
5 years plus,
yeah,
and you can't reverse park.
yeah. And he
Big
goes,
man,
can you do it? Can you do it?
big man, fix up, man. You can't do this. You can't, as a grown man. No,
It's
no,
not acceptable.
it's not acceptable. What? So imagine you got a family, big family. You've pulled up at Center Parks. Yeah, it's time to park in the
This
bay,
is, yeah,
and it says for safety, reverse park only. And big man's like looking at
it's
the
sweat.
wife, sweating, bruv.
It's thinking, no, how? How?
To be fair, that you usually know whether how good someone can reverse park. The confidence for when or the angle they pull up.
Yeah,
I know straight away because I know I'm a reverse parker, so
yeah,
I know straight away when another driver's doing it. The confidence in the spin.
yeah.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
been,
If you do it, especially if they're doing it one-handed,
oh yeah, look, no one of them
one-handed,
ones are looking
one-handed.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Especially back in the day, if you're
Oh,
in the whip with your dad or
no.
something, you know them old cars where the hand would be on
Yeah,
the seat and them
fully
was
locked.
folded. They only to hold it. Like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Either that or they've got it one hand out here. You know what I mean? One looking out the rear view.
Doing a proper fat jaw lean
Yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah,
proper leaning
yeah,
back.
yeah. Because yeah, and that in fact you can determine the confidence of a driver on the seat position. I think because if you're a young driver and you're close to the wheel like that, like the
In
granny,
clutch,
what you're
yeah,
talking about, the granny.
in clutch like this.
Yeah, nah, I'm not confident in you.
Yeah, he
I'm not
shook,
confident.
shook. Too close.
I need to pray before we set off. Do you know what I mean? I need to say a little prayer before we get off because we might not make it if you're sitting like that.
That, but that, yeah,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. I think if you can't reverse park, there's something wrong. Like,
My girl struggles.
do you think it's
She
just
can do it, but it's not going to be the first option
she? Yeah,
she
that's
picks.
true.
Do you know what I'm
It's
saying?
never their first
It's
option.
gonna be in a situation of I have to
Yeah,
reverse park as opposed to I'm just gonna reverse.
yeah.
For me, I reverse park everywhere
Same. That's my go-to.
because for
Like,
one, ever since young, like going to parties and that, especially as a young guy,
yeah,
noise happens, blah blah blah. You get used to parking in a
awkward
easy. You
states.
wanna park in an easy, escapable manner
Yeah,
where if something goes down, I can just quick. I'm out. I don't
go.
want to be like reversing out. Now we're blocked in. They're pulling us out of the car. We're getting it. Nah, we don't want that situation. So yeah, because that has not. I haven't been never been put out of the car, but there's been a few situations where we had to do
Yeah, you have to be quick. Again,
quick exits. So I remember ever since then I was like, I'm glad I reverse park, and it's been a habit ever since then. And to be honest, in most workplaces these days, it's mandatory.
I know because you're fighting for space
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
It's no, it's mandatory to park backwards. It's like a health and safety requirement.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
in most workplaces, noticed in car parks that
You
they
have to
split.
park.
You can usually tell when you pull up, you see everyone
Everyone in
reverse
the
park.
same
So
position.
you
No,
feel a bit awkward if you go in the opposite way.
yeah, I never do. I never.
Mm,
To be honest, it got a reverse park so much.
yeah,
Going in the normal way, I'm like,
it's harder.
it's harder
It's
because
harder.
I feel like the car swings
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much,
The only
especially
time
when you come in and go
the only
like that
time it's easy to go in like
when
that
there's
is
nothing.
when there's no other cars there. You
Yeah.
can just because I know I pull up early at work anyway, so I'm usually lucky. So what I'll do is I'll park it in front. Sometimes just reverse back. Don't like a quick one, like a
Yeah.
quick Flintstones one.
Yeah.
In and out. Simple, simple and
Oh,
so.
yeah, it's funny you said that. I
Mm,
feel like it's one of those where most people probably it's not the first choice, but they're
mm,
like just like, yeah,
mm. Nah, I prefer it. Always have.
yeah.
Way easier. Way easier.
Yeesh. Talking about parking spaces. What's your take? Have you ever
Jelly.
stored a parking space?
Yes.
What? Oh my God, you guys have got a special place in hell.
Mate,
I remember
I'm
one
in a
time.
rush, just like you.
No, I remember one time I was fully
Mm,
waiting for this car, so I was here. So
yeah,
my Donny's reversing that way.
yeah.
So I'm waiting for this space fully, indicator on.
Mm.
Someone else just comes next to me. The car's fully out. Where
So,
goes
so
that
wait.
one?
So you're about to reverse in.
Yeah,
You've gone
I'm about to
forward.
go in.
You've left the space.
So there's space there. My guy goes past me and goes straight in.
Yeah, that can happen.
I know.
That can happen if you're not quick enough. You got to be aggressive on these roads, Dexter. There is, see, you nice drivers are the ones that road rage the most. You understand?
Yeah.
You probably road rage more than me
Oh, I do. Every inconvenience.
because
I'm like,
you're letting everyone. That's you know what, that's frustration
I know.
from letting others violate. So
I've been
sometimes
violent too.
don't. This is what it is. You gotta learn, mate. Either you become the violator
Or you get
or you get
violated. I
violated.
remember one time
Simple.
there was a woman. A
Got to be
woman,
got to be a villain out here.
I swear, you have to. There was a woman in a
Yeah,
parking space
yeah.
using her body because
Mm.
her husband was coming to. She'd quickly.
We do that. Me and Nick
Oh
do
my
that. Me and Nick
God,
do that.
you
Me and
guys.
Nick do that.
Look,
Me and,
you're not a car.
no, do you know
You should
why?
not be.
Listen, listen.
Okay, okay.
There's a perfect explanation for why we do it. In most car spaces, it's a one-way system, isn't it?
Yeah,
So sometimes you can see the car space you want is like all the way over there, but there's a few cars in front. So by the time you go around, so if you're ballsy enough, you get someone to stand in the space. And in most cases, it's me that then gets out and does that because my girl's not
yeah,
confrontational.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So I'm usually just stood there, and it helps, especially when you're black as well. Sometimes people don't want to
yeah.
approach you too
They
much.
don't. Funny you said that because I think I was at Teesside Park. Then
Yeah,
I was looking for a space.
yeah,
Then I thought this woman was doing that.
mm,
So I just ignored it. I just fully went in
yeah, yeah,
because I was ready to, like, obviously she's going to say something ready.
yeah, yeah.
Then I noticed, no, she was just stood next to her own car
Mm.
because I was thinking, you're not a
You're ready
car.
for
I was
violence.
ready.
You're ready for
Look,
violence.
I was ready. I had my Dr. Uma hat on and everything. I was ready.
Yeah,
Anything. But no, I can't believe you guys do that. If I ever catch you guys,
mate.
right,
You snooze, you lose. We're all in a rush, mate. The table's booked for 7. It's 6:59.
like you guys doing human cones, human parking cones, taking over spaces.
You know what? I used to be really shy with stuff like that. Then I realized sometimes in life, yeah,
You
when
can't
there's
be.
urgency, you need to like be a bit boisterous and break up. Because I remember there was one time, me and my mum on the way to Zim. So for some reason, we're flying from Heathrow this time as well. So for some reason, we've set off from Middlesbrough late. Yeah, I think it's like, is it like a 3.5 hour
It's long.
drive
It's long.
to 4, depending on who's driving? May I was driving that day. Yeah, I'm in a cash guy. I'm flooring. My mom would just complain about speed, but we're late.
Yeah,
She's
she's
not
like,
saying
"There's
nothing. She's just
nada."
pretending she can't see. I can see her eyeing up the speed limit, like, but
Do
she's
I
thinking,
say something?
I wanna make it
Yeah.
today. So we get to the airport barely, just on time. Managed to get parking. Then gone straight into check in. Now I think there was very little time to check in. And bearing in mind, we're packing heavily here too, because when you go to them, you can't go
Yeah, you can't go
empty-handed.
light.
You
No.
can't go empty-handed. Nothing's gonna come back in that suitcase.
Yeah.
Nothing that's in that's gonna come back. So there's a big queue, yeah, massive queue. And I think there was an issue that my mum needed to query, right?
What you go? Did you go?
Bro,
Skip the queue.
my mum skipped the queue, bro. Straight to the front. Excuse me, thank you, excuse. And because of how serious she looked as well, no one dared question it. Like, do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's scary to question a serious looking black woman is frightening. Do you know what I mean? Actually, yeah. So anyway, we finally got and we made it. And I remember just thinking that was ballsy, you know,
Yeah.
because this is an international flight. It's not a quick little dip to Malaga or
Nah.
Tenerife. Do you know what I mean? This is all these people are in the
They're
same rush with you.
equally as
So
yeah.
I was thinking, wow, this woman's brave. So she taught me to be brave in other ways that I wasn't gonna be because I was quite a very soft kid. And
Yeah.
I think through her, I became this person.
Mm.
But sometimes you gotta be
No, you do.
you gotta force the issue where you wanna if you wanna get something, you
No,
gotta get it. You
that is
gotta get
true.
it. So
I feel like
I think I get that from my mum a lot.
yeah.
Mm,
I feel like with me, yeah, definitely anything to do with the system or
mm,
anything or employment or
mm.
just general things.
Little man's going out, my bad.
Um,
Mm,
feel like I can't. It's stuff I can't let go because I feel like if I let go,
mm.
um, what about the next person? Or I always think too deep. Like, is it?
I mean, are you anal with
Yeah,
stuff?
are they
Like,
trying to oppress me?
mm,
Like anything that seems like someone's taking advantage,
mm,
even if they're not. I'm like,
mm.
you just have to attack it head on.
Yeah, I think that usually comes from what experience you've had in the past.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's trauma, really. Do
it
you know what I
is in a
mean? It's
nutshell.
trauma,
But it's
yeah.
like I'm
Because
well, hey, if it's whatever you want to call it, I'm good
yeah,
because I
yeah.
know I'm not going to be like
I think
let things slide.
sometimes, no, I don't. I don't. My issue sometimes is speaking out too much, especially to managers. That's got me. I won't say in trouble, but you sort of fall out of favor sometimes because you're not willing
Same.
to just stand there sometimes, and it can land you in some sticky situations. So that's my issue though, because I'm just like I'm really trying to say, are you
Yeah,
taking the mic?
exactly.
Like, do you
Yeah,
know what I mean? And I think especially in let's say in areas of in spaces where you have to be professional, so i.e. work or an organization you volunteer, somewhere where you just have to present a certain manner.
yeah.
It's tough sometimes because you don't, especially being a black man. I don't want to become the aggressive black guy,
You
but at the
don't
same time, I'm thinking I can't let you take the mick out of me because you start thinking I'm that guy that you can
exactly.
do that to. So it is it is tough. It's tough, but through time I've learned to just say no. It is what it is. It's better out than in because now you're the one's gonna be losing sleep over it at home. I'm the kind of person who
Exactly.
if I don't get it out
Yeah, you screw over it.
that
You're
whole week,
thinking,
I'm
I
gonna
could
be
have said this.
fuming.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be fuming.
yeah.
Mm,
Honestly, I'm the same. That's why I'm like, if anything, any sort of friction, anything,
mm,
you have to let her out, or
mm.
just have to, not in a way to confront anyone.
No,
I
no,
do it
no.
the proper channels, whether it's
Yeah.
management, whoever I need to let know professionally.
Maybe I think that's what I need to get better at.
Yeah,
I think I'm
professionally.
too direct sometimes.
Yeah,
I skip a few
but I know
steps.
we spoke about that.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
skip a
I'm
few
not direct
steps.
because
Yeah,
they can take a certain way. I just
yeah,
go straight to
yeah,
management, lay out what my
yeah.
thoughts are in a way where it's visible.
Mm.
If anything ever, like I say, you have to cover your front and back.
But in most cases, is the thing. I feel like these people who are like that sometimes that you have to beef, especially in them workspaces. They're clever
Oh,
in
they are,
terms of hiding any evidence, so they're never gonna say anything via email, or there's no trace of
oh,
whatever they've said and done to you.
bro,
Yeah, there'll never be a trace.
bro.
So
I
it will be
know.
a case of if you do take it that far, it's you that looks like the mad one.
Yeah,
And that's why in most cases I've just maybe not followed the full channel, like the process,
because there was,
because I'm thinking I know what's gonna happen. It's all gonna be like, where's the evidence?
yeah,
And it's a bit like them unconscious bias situations whereby you're the only person in the room who's aware of what's happening, but you're scared to say it to everyone else because no one else can relate in the room, especially in the, do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? And
And
you're
if
thinking,
the
I was spot crazy.
yeah, and if the
Mm.
room has already got like a theme going on
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like like a hive mind,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
hard to then point out something because the
Exactly.
hive mind already it linked.
Exactly. They can't see the difference. They're all connected to the same to the
Exactly. Yeah.
same cloud, so they can't see it. So it's I think throughout my adult life, that's what I've had to learn to cope with. Because I can remember when I first experienced it, and it
Yeah.
starts in school. But I remember just feeling weird. I was a bit uncertain of what had just happened. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But obviously, the older you get, the more experience you start realizing that shit, this is actually
This is trauma.
this is real. Like people actually behave like this and they get away with it. Because if this is a kid, you're naive, you're very innocent,
Yeah.
and you haven't been exposed to everything yet, so you don't know anything.
And also, not to cut you off,
Mm.
and also, have you found that in adult settings, you can tell people who weren't challenged as kids
Oh
and
yes,
who think that
every day,
that behavior,
every day.
you can clearly tell no one
Okay,
challenge him, and they're now an adult and they
look at
think
your
they'll be
office
able.
now
Yeah,
where you work. Yeah,
yeah.
and it's one of those ones. Everyone's aware of it. Like
I know exactly
everyone in
what
the
you're
room,
thinking.
so everyone's aware. And you can tell, like, there's always the annoying person who's always complaining about things, who just wants everything their way. Then there's the one person who does nothing.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? They're just there. Yeah,
making up the numbers.
they're just there. And you've got all sorts of people that fit into their own categories, and that's depending on how they were raised. Which is why sometimes as well, I feel a bit harsh in how I treat my boys because I'm like, should I be a bit softer, more cuddly? But in some situations, I'm like, but
But it's a,
as they get older, is the world going to give them that grace? No.
no,
From in my experience, it doesn't. And my own strengths come from being pushed
yeah.
as a younger person, not to just accept failure.
You
Obviously,
always try your
yeah,
best.
obviously, I had to learn from early that you can fail, but it's about how you fail.
Yeah.
For me, if you're just one of those people that just gives up, oh yeah, I failed, that's it.
Or
There's
you
some people who,
fail and it's the worst thing that
but
happened.
you put all you all into it.
Yeah.
You can walk away proud. Do you know what I mean? And for me, we start from sport. Like, let's say I'm whatever I'm doing, and like I was always competitive, and I hate losing from having those
Yeah.
characteristics put in me. But at the same time, I can accept that yes, you can take an L sometimes. But if I'd put my all into it, then
Yeah.
unfortunately today
Unfortunately, yeah, it's
wasn't my
not
day.
wasn't your
Wasn't
day.
my day today, but I did what I could.
But
And
it's yeah,
mm,
it's really tough because even with the girls now, it's they're lovely, they're bubbly, they want to know everyone.
mm,
But especially with the tension and the preview tension being like mixed girls,
mm,
um, it's hard for me to. They want to say hello to everyone, but it's
mm,
hard for me to. They're so lovely that when we're out, they want to say hello, but I've kind of had to tell them in a nice way to r- remind them that you can say hello, but only say hello to people we know,
mm,
family and relatives,
mm,
not to strangers.
mm.
You know, not to say to judge people, but just
Yeah,
saying like,
most kids do that though. To be fair, and that's why you always have to tell them,
I'm
don't say
just
to
like, don't say
strangers.
hello,
Yeah,
but even to they still they
they
still
do.
do
They
it.
do it. Most kids are innocent.
Yeah,
They have no hate.
yeah,
You
they
know what I
have no
mean?
hate, but
So
it's just such a
it's
shame because
yeah.
it's like I don't want to say that, but it's
Mm,
like that person saying hello to you
mm.
could be the biggest racist in town.
Well, talking about that. My girl had a situation of the day, so she's gone out for a day in Newcastle to the life center.
Yeah,
But to make it easy to travel, because she's going with her mate who's got a kid as well, they thought we'd just get a train, then they can color on the train and do
yeah,
whatever. So on the way back, um, there was an elderly gentleman who was talking to them. Then no, actually, it wasn't. Wait, let me finish.
okay,
Let me
okay.
finish. Let me finish.
The trauma there, it's
Yeah,
trauma.
wait. Let me finish. So he goes on to say, "Ah, are those are those yours? Are they adopted or are they adopted?" No, he didn't even say that they're yours. He asked her, "Are they adopted?" My girl was like, "No, they're mine." Then he was like, "Oh, that's lovely." But then he's like, "What's their names?" Yes, their names.
Yeah,
But then he goes on to talk, "Oh, like they're very handsome boys." blah blah blah. Where's your partner from? Is like, is he? Do you know what I mean? But it was the context and tone of which he used that made it sound. It was okay.
Yeah,
He was just curious. Do you know what I mean? He's genuinely curious.
yeah,
Just wanted to know. He thought they were lovely, good-looking boys. You know, he loved their names. He said nothing sinister about it.
yeah.
But from when I was like you, when I heard the beginning of that story,
Trauma.
I was
Yeah, I was,
I was in violence mode
yeah,
already due to trauma.
yeah,
So it's moments like that that do remind you that not everyone out there
yeah,
is bad, and it's nice for a change,
yeah,
because usually when a sentence usually starts like that,
yeah.
most of the time
It doesn't always
it doesn't end
end up.
well. Mm,
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was going to say because
mm,
um, my girls had similar experiences. While we're somewhere, I'm getting a drink.
mm,
Old man, same profile,
mm,
asking about the girls, the
mm,
beautiful, blah blah blah. Then straight on to me.
mm,
Where is he from? So, oh, then she kind of like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, he's from here. He's like, where is he really from? He's like, what do you mean? Oh, I said, oh, he's colored. Oh,
yeah,
she was just like, yeah, go, please
yeah,
go.
yeah,
I don't want to hear it. But again, it wasn't a, I think his tone wasn't as more calming and
mm,
curious tone. It
yeah,
was kind of like more questioning why. It's
yeah.
like, oh, your daughters are beautiful, but
Why?
why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's tough. Like,
It is tough because I feel, especially if you've got biracial children, it's tough for them out there already as it is, because people want to make a lot of comments
yeah,
and decisions on their behalf without being biracial. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Or you should be more like this. You should be more like this.
yeah,
And I'm thinking, what's the big deal, man? They're just people,
exactly.
just like everybody else. Do you know what I mean? But and the worst part about it, they'll get it from both sides.
The colorism is going to be, I say to my
It's
girl,
real and it's
colorism is
sad,
going to be
man.
hard, and you're going to have to,
Mm,
one, teach them,
mm.
two, teach yourself to spot it, because sometimes it can come across as backhanded
Yeah,
comments,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
you're
yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
oh, no,
Nah,
you, not to say be paranoid what people
yeah,
say, just be aware.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, and sometimes it's lack of knowledge as well, because I might have said a few things as jokes to my light skinned friends like that. I'd use terms like that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because that's how we grew up as. But you're already putting a term to it.
yeah,
Oh, what's this up and oh, it's light skinned. Do you know
light
what I
skin
mean?
behavior. I know
Like,
every light skin behavior.
and it starts off as a joke, or people say it in jest, but I feel it can
It,
be harmful.
definitely.
It can be
And
harmful.
talking
Mm.
about light skin, the term itself,
Mm.
masaladi. Do you think masaladi is the equivalent of light skin? What do people mean by that?
Nah,
Well,
nah.
because well,
That's the equivalent. That one is different. Let me tell you why.
let me.
Let
I'll
me
give you
tell you
my
why.
thing because
Okay, in Zim, a salad, right?
yeah,
In most African cultures,
yeah,
they use the same term as well. That if you call someone a salad,
yeah,
you know what kind of person you're talking about here. Now, this one applies to anyone in the world, not just black people.
yeah,
This one's it's a behavior, it's a characteristic.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As opposed to like a discriminatory thing. This is just a trait that you have. It's not
Yeah,
saying it's because it's of your race, because of your gender, of your sex.
yeah,
It's applicable to anybody. It
yeah.
doesn't
Because what
discriminate.
annoys me about that term, I'll
Yeah,
give you my side, is because
yeah,
whenever growing up, that term people used to call me,
yeah. Okay, can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Do you think you're a salad or you're not a salad? Be honest yourself.
I don't even know the
Because
term because because back in the day it was more like masaladi. It was more like
okay,
like to be well dressed, like to be well groomed, taking care of your skin.
not necessarily.
But that's the only time I had.
It's
Oh,
for me. It was more the way you carried yourself, not in terms of clothing.
yeah,
Because you could be in the ghetto and people still call you a salad. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean? You could be in the village.
exactly.
So I think it's more the how you carry yourself characteristics wise. So let's say you push a certain, I don't know, motive, should I
Yeah,
say? Like, so you got some people who always want to add English words where they don't fit. Growing up, that's what me. So these people didn't want nothing to do with the culture.
Yeah.
So don't want the sadza. Don't want to eat sadza.
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
so when you speak to people, you know you can speak them in Shona, for an example. They'll respond to you in English.
Yeah.
So they can speak the language, but they're looking around like I'm not gonna be caught dead
Yeah.
speaking in this. Like we had a certain guy who, growing up, he wouldn't speak to man because he was embarrassed to be seen around as a
Yeah.
black man.
So yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'll let you finish.
So it's those kind of behaviors whereby you change who you are
Yeah.
basically to
Yes.
other people.
So with that take,
mm,
I think the only time it's ever been mentioned was the
mm,
Sadza thing,
mm,
but that was because I think people don't really understand the trauma I went through as a kid
mm,
as to, oh, I just didn't want to eat Sadza, but
mm,
it was more trauma of having to. I won't get into much too into it, but there was a trauma element um attached to Sadza
mm,
that I was like, yeah, I don't want to eat sadza anymore. Like, I
mm,
don't have to eat sadza
mm,
anymore. I'm in
mm,
England.
mm,
Obviously, as I got older, you heal,
mm,
but now it's like, wouldn't say I've ever felt like I did want to speak Shona or been known as
mm,
Zimbabwean and
mm,
stuff like that because growing up, I've always fought.
mm,
So yeah, maybe there was a bit of masaladiness in terms of the food, but
mm,
not the culture, not the food,
mm.
not the people, because
Yeah,
I grew up fighting for my people and wanting to
I
make
think
sure.
it's opinionated. It
Yeah,
depends. Someone can just have an opinion of you. It doesn't mean that's who you are.
true. I
It just
know.
depends how they feel about you or
Yeah,
how they see the world. You know what I mean? So it's just I see it more as banter. It's not really something I've ever used as
yeah. I've
serious.
only
Like
had
it's
it
like a,
heard like
but
once, but
when I'm
never.
saying it, using it as banter, and I'm sure I've said it to probably everyone I know
Yeah.
at some point. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it
But
is.
then, like you said, that I do know them guys who don't want to speak Shona, right? Uh, don't want to be associated with their own people.
Mm,
Um, when in front of other people, they like it's a no-no.
mm-hmm.
It's like they completely change and try to fit into the completely different race.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but I thought it'd be interesting to see if Masaladi is attached to the light-skinned version of people.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. It's just usually it's just some people are just haters, man.
I
You
know.
just have to leave it there. You have to leave it there. Some people have nothing to say.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about beef, right? Let's talk about a bit of beef.
Mm.
Give me your bit of beef, because I know you told me you're having too much beef. With your neighbor. What's going on?
You know what? She was nice to me today. You know, I didn't know what to think of.
You know, you question it.
If you're
I
watching
would
this
question
today,
it.
what happened?
Must
What
say,
happened? I don't know why you're being nice to me. Yeah,
what is the pettiest thing? Or not even this neighbor. What's the pettiest thing you've got into with a neighbor? Which
it
you've,
was the fence thing.
yeah,
It was the fence thing.
talk me
Like,
through it.
I mean, everyone wants to own a house here until you've got neighbor beef, bro. Like, so they wanted to do the fence because they were there before us,
Yeah,
right? So usually it's if the fence on the left side,
yeah,
it's your responsibility, isn't it? And it just goes on and on and on like
yeah.
that. So
Like,
it's our fence. So they did both fence panels left and right so that it matched their fence, right? So for starters, they put the ugly side, which should be in the on their inside of the
the
fence,
flip to the
on
other
our
way.
side.
Yeah,
First of all, right? Secondly, now where the fence is, it should be more inside their house, yeah, like where
rather
the
than
wall finishes.
their wall.
But they've pushed it inside our wall, if that makes sense.
So they're stealing.
The,
They're
I
stealing
mean,
inches.
I mean,
Look.
it's
It could
it's
be a
five, mate.
centimeter.
It's
It's
still
stealing.
it's still we're paying for that.
Yeah,
I'm paying for those 5 inches, mate. Do you know what I mean? So that's where the beef started. Now, doesn't finish there. The people did the fence now. The fence isn't straight, yeah? Because I wasn't bothered. We were fine with like a fine, it's only a bit of thingy,
so what was it like?
yeah?
Like,
So now what it does is it comes right into my garden, it
no.
bends, bearing in mind, so they've got a what the issue was, they've got a water fountain here at the top of their garden. Yeah, with their fish and whatever.
So
And
my guy put it like
yeah, so there's a lot of soil around there, of which when they tried to put the fence, they haven't done it properly. The soil has pushed it out that way, so they've had to move the post out this way as well. So it comes into my garden a little bit
yeah.
now. Now this is where I'm like, no, 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 no. That is taking the mick. So I've already told them I'm gonna do it at some point. Yeah, but when I can be bothered, which can be any point, I'm gonna do it.
If any point, just know you're going to be disrupted. So you're being warned.
Wasn't my problem, mate, because it's my fence at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and it's on my side of the house. So I actually now sound like one of those.
Yeah, them anal people.
I do sound a but I wasn't bothered. It was more the fact of how they reacted as well. Tried to make it sound as if we're out of pocket. Do you know what I mean?
So what did they say?
I don't want to go into it now. I can't. These are things I can't say on camera.
Oh
what
yeah,
was
yeah,
said,
true,
you know
true,
what I
true,
mean?
true, true,
So
true. Yeah.
yeah, so we didn't really spoke properly in the last few years. Bearing in mind when we first moved, we got on real well. Like just barbecues and that, but since that fence thing happened, yeah, it's been a bit of a. But she was nice to me for the first time today. She came in there to started chatting to me from Norway. Do you want
Oh,
to just
that's
look and
good.
no response?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just I was like,
Your
yeah.
brain's trying to process what just happened.
Not even that. I'm just thinking, should I give you my energy like all this time? But being a bit petty now, like so. It was what it was.
No, that is funny because I've got a similar story too. It's
Mm,
not the fence thing. So when we
mm,
moved in, not this house, the previous house,
mm,
um, they had like a little caravan trailer
mm,
on their side.
mm,
But you know the parking spaces when it's next them houses are quite close to each other.
mm,
It's not enough to have a trailer
mm,
in my car, so their trailer was going over mine. Um, so first day we moved in, I knocked on the door. I was like, right, you guys need to move your trailer. It's coming all the way on my side, and we need to obviously park our cars.
mm,
Then that was fine. They moved it, no problem. Then it was like they would park their car. So okay, this is how petty it got. They'll park their car, right, and it'd be slightly over mine.
mm,
Then I had to make room inwards
mm,
to add extra paving,
mm,
just my car fit on the actual just to park it so it's not right on the grass.
mm,
Then I was like, what? No, why should I extend my side when they're parking too much on my side?
mm.
So then I just started parking as I should. I remember one time knocked on the door. They're like, "Oh, could you move your car a bit because it's a bit over?" Then I was like, "Oh, is it? All right, no problem. I'll come out." So I was like, "You know what? Got to tape measure out and everything." Went out the front, went to right where the half is, put the tape measure down, put it all the way, made the line. I was like, "No, it looks fine to me." Like she was looking at me like
What you say then?
she just like, "Oh, all right." She just went in. She was like, "Oh yeah, he's not going to move it." I said, "I'm not moving it because
Oh, so she'd been sent by her husband, one of
yeah,
them
yeah,
ones.
like I'm not moving it because I've just checked. I
Mm,
am on my side, and
yeah,
you want me to move my
yeah.
side
Some people's entitlement is
to
just
make room for
is
you.
wild. It's wild. To be fair, it's mad as soon as having your own place. Like I do that sometimes. Now, let's say if someone comes and parks their car on the front,
I bet you're
I'm like peeking about. Who's that? Who's parked in my front? You know
bro. I
what I
swear,
mean?
yesterday I done
I
the
was like,
same
shit.
thing.
I'm one of those people now.
You never thought you'd
I'm
be one of
now
them,
one of those people.
bro. Out
Hey.
yesterday, one of the lads was dropping stuff off for
Mm,
football,
mm,
so I'm thinking I know his car, so I'm
mm,
waiting for him. Then I see this other car like fully
mm,
blocking out my car. I'm there, no shoes in as well. I'm like
mm,
checking the window. I
mm,
seen it was him. I was
mm.
like, oh, bro, I was about to start questioning you. Why you just parked behind my
Now
car,
you got to.
blocking me in?
The funniest one was there was this teenagers. They must have been about like between 16 and 18. So this, I don't know what they were doing, but there was four of them, right? So I've seen them have a chat. I'm listening on the ring now because they're right at the front.
My
I've,
man's
I've got
chilled
the
in.
ring on. I'm trying to listen what they're doing here because I'm
You're thinking bandits
those
at my front.
those, yes, Asbo kids.
Yeah, I was
There's Asbo kids at the front. Yeah, those hooligans. So I'm listening, and one of them saying, just go do it. So two of them are going on an electric scooter now. Bear in mind, they've got the black tracksuits on
Yeah,
and
fully
the
blacked out. You can't see
shiesty,
faces. Nah.
everything. So two of them did anyway. So one of them is sat under the curb in front of my yard, and I was like, nah, I'm not having this. What are they planning to do?
Yeah,
I'm in my dressing gown,
you're
Goku.
not prepared yet.
Bro, I wasn't looking scary. I was in my Goku pajamas, right? Which I never wear, which my son. Goku pajamas, right? Like the same pants,
Yeah,
colorful. Got my slippers on, dressing gown on.
yeah,
I'm looking very
you're
comfortable
looking
here.
very sweet
I look
right now.
soft. You know what I mean? I look soft and warm. So I've gone out anyway. I've got my hood up. My dressing gown as a hoodie. Then I just stared at them. They didn't said nothing. I just got out, just stared because I thought, you know what? Who looks
Let,
creepier? The guy with the dress.
let's creep them out.
Yeah, I said, let's see who's gonna out creep who. Yeah, just stared at them, bro. Like, and they see me. One of them see me, he's pointed at them, like, look. Then now they're both looking. I'm just looking straight at them, like, no
Nothing.
words,
Yeah,
just straight death stare. And they've had to move. Like they just looked at each other and said, "Let's go." They just had to move. I said, "Yeah, thank you." But I was like, "Yeah, I'm becoming one of those old guys, man, that just gets
bro,
annoyed by
it's tough.
people."
It's just starts coming out without you
Mm,
even realizing. You're
mm,
thinking, what is going on?
mm.
Even to this day now, I'm like, yeah, some of the things that I think to myself, I'm like,
For me, the gardening is what made me notice. I was like, "So this is how it just creeps up on you."
it does.
I'm
And
a lawn guy now. Do you know what I
long
mean?
garden guy, and the funny story,
7 years going, mate.
bro.
Experience.
Let me tell you a funny story. It gets worse. Well,
Yeah.
it's not too bad. The most
Mm,
recent one, you know how they've been dropping off the red bins.
mm. That's
So,
that's long the way they've done that, by the way.
so they dished them out, right? I
Mm,
had one, right? Then for 3 days, I was disappeared.
mm,
So I'm not letting this go because everyone else has got a bin. I'm
mm,
thinking, why someone decided to take my bin?
mm,
But apparently, neighbors talk. Just apparently, get this. That day was so windy
mm,
because there's nothing in it. It was right at the edge, so it
mm,
flew in the middle of the road.
mm,
Then apparently, the neighbor was telling me they had someone come out the car or whatever, move the bin, drag it out somewhere.
mm.
So they must have took my red bin. So then
So I
I,
haven't got the bin back still.
so no, no. So I then started walk around this stair, checking. Like this is how bad it gets, right? I'm not letting this go. Checking who's got two red bins. I was fuming. I was fuming. So I'm walking, checking, walking around, checking who's got red bins, and you've seen this like little flats behind.
Yeah.
I'm counting door numbers,
Mm.
calculating the door numbers, calculating the amount of red bins I'm seeing, just to calculate to make sure if someone got extra bin here.
Yeah.
Um, then my neighbor spoke to them. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll look in the fence for you to see if they got a red bin,
Let me
and
find
we'll
out for
let you
you.
know." Then I was like, "You know what? That's a bit too far because I don't want to then be like, confrontational and
Mm.
stuff like that, disturb the peace." I was like, "You know what? I'll just ring the council." After 1 hour ringing them, because I'm thinking the council tax money I'm paying,
Yeah,
it's
nah,
too
for real,
much.
for real, for real.
I
Especially
rang them.
especially these ends. Like, you know what I mean?
It's too much. I'm thinking
Mm.
you better drop it off today or tomorrow. So it's like no
Mm.
problem. Gave him a bit of the story. She was sound because I thought she was going to be like, no way. And she like,
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Couple hours, new one was dropped off.
Mm.
Straight away, I may as well put AirTag in there because that's how pissed I was. I'm thinking I need to get AirTag in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those things I was thinking this sort of become. It's just a bin. I can ring the council, they can drop a new
Nah,
one.
mate, you
But
start
I'm
seeing,
on a mission.
you appreciate your personal property a little bit
You
more.
do.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Started to become what's his like my guy, Liam Neeson or whatever.
I'll find you.
Yeah, I was thinking, what do I say to the when I find the guy who's got two bins? I'm like, this is
See,
selfish.
this is the thing.
This is a good area. You're
This
putting the house prices down
this,
by doing
this
this.
is the thing now. When situations like that, things like that happen, right? You can't think logically. You need to keep the hot head on.
I know.
Because the moment you start thinking, oh, shit, I wonder what this guy is going to be like.
Then your logic ahead just
Oh, what if he's a absolutely nutter? Or now you're gonna not want to go wilding out. Now you're
Nah,
gonna you might even just allow the whole mission now because
I
you're
know
thinking this could
because
end up this could end up in hands,
yes,
real violence.
it's like the chimp paradox when talk about letting the chimp take control and you just go.
Yeah,
The chimp is
you
on
need to
site,
be on. You
unbathed,
need to be honestly.
hot head.
Yeah, keep that hot head on because the moment you sometimes, 'cause as well, you got to realize, especially if you know the character you're gonna deal with,
You have to be on their
you have to
level.
be on that. Because if you go on these niceties, some of them will take the piss. The next thing you're seeing is a punch in the face.
Yeah,
Now you've been disrespected twice
twice, and you still got no bid.
and still got no bin back. So yeah,
Eesh.
you got to pick your battles. But yeah, don't advocate violence though.
Yeah, we're
Mm,
not about violence. What about so we talk about home beef. What about petty work beef? I'll give you mine
mm,
because I'm petty.
mm,
I've got mine is right when people are going around dishing out their little. Someone's retiring, someone's birthday,
you have to chip in and
then
stuff
you
like
have
that.
to chip in.
Mm,
So I've got a tier list of how I'm going to, or how much I'm going to chip in.
mm,
So if you're retiring and we don't get along
mm.
and you get paid more than me, maximum you're getting is £1. And I want them to write my name and £1 contribution on there to be seen.
What do you guys write
Oh, they're right. How much?
for the person to find out, or is it just for the record?
Not for their record. They've got the
So
brown envelope
okay,
and
so
everything.
in this case, is does everyone in your office agree to pay the same price? So
Nah,
is it like a fixed price?
nah. It depends how much you want to put in. But because the thing with that is the
Mm,
birthday thing.
mm,
Usually, you see other people are putting £5.
mm.
Then, if you like the person, you're thinking, nah,
Yeah, naturally depends on your relationship with the person, or
I need to put
or
five
how well
pounds.
liked they are in the
Yeah.
entire office. Where I work, to be fair, it tends to be it's a fixed one. We
How
do
much
that
is your
one.
fixed one?
We tend to just do fivers.
I was gonna say any more than a fiver, bro. I would have been
Yeah.
questioning you.
Then obviously within the office, there's also obviously your main people.
Yeah,
They might throw you a cheeky tenner instead, like because these are your
yeah. The
main ones. You know
people,
what I mean? But yeah, it's usually a fixed one, fiver. Because obviously there's enough people in the office as well to get a decent
decent
present off a
person.
fiver. You know, so
But yeah, I always thought
mm.
it can get a bit technical depending if
No, I get
how
that.
well
I
you
get
get
that
along with them.
because we did have it. We said when someone didn't like someone, and they're like they said they opened it. No,
Yeah, I
but
know.
but the funny part is they went so they're in our department, but not in our office. So it's
Yeah,
one of them ones where we've got two offices, right? We've got two offices, and one of them is elsewhere. One of them is elsewhere, but we're one department, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So they usually do their own thing. Do you know what I mean? But then when it's a contribution, they'll tag us
You
in.
kind of
They
have
want us
to
to tag it, but we're
involve
like,
them.
but when it's us, they don't contribute. So it's become a thing now where
It's
no one,
that's another thing.
no one takes part in each other's
Yeah,
thing, unless it's like maybe some key characters where they're cool on both sides. Then
yeah.
yeah, that does come, But yeah, it's almost like a funeral. Like, do you know where if you're a good person, a lot of people will be at your funeral. So let's say when it comes to leaving now, or it's a present, whatever, it's the same thing. Depending on how much
It's
you're
tough.
liked,
It's tough.
you see it clearly.
How many people turn up?
How many people turn up?
Because you know what it's like. They'll try to book that little conference room, whatever.
Mm, mm,
They
mm.
bring the driest cake, and you're having to look like you're enjoying it, but really,
Mm.
you just want to go back and do your
I know,
work.
especially for me, I'm not even a card person at all.
I don't get car. I just put my name there. That's
Yeah,
it.
I would rather in life just tell me happy birthday, mate. Just give me a call, happy birthday, or whatever it is, or just drop me a message. Or even I'm not very fussed even if you did or not.
Yeah.
I'm sad, man.
What's your take on people that obviously overly joyous when it's your birthday? Like
I think it's fine.
you don't mind
I
because
don't mind.
yeah,
No, I'm not. See, that's the thing, because that's just how I am.
yeah,
Because I used to when I was younger. I think the last birthday I proper celebrate like when all out was my 21st.
yeah.
But these days, mate, I calculate my energy.
Yeah.
It's more about my energy. Like, can I be bothered really going out and doing all this and that? I would just get a takeaway, put Netflix on,
Yeah, and
and
just
eat, oh,
relax.
and relax and rest. For me, this is how I celebrate: is rest,
Yeah. Rest is becoming like
rest, and
a
and more
luxury.
rest. Oh, it's a luxury, mate. I love doing. Do you know a day where I've got nothing?
Yeah.
I can probably count on one hand how many days of those I get per year, but it's nice
To
to
do
just to
nothing.
do nothing, mate. Every now and then to just chill and re-energize. Because even when you go on holiday or away, you don't revive sometimes because you're still active.
Yeah.
So
You're still active doing
like
things.
some days it's just because let's say the next time where we usually go to stand up or go to stand up parks again.
Yeah.
It's although I'm away from work, mentally I'm rested from work pressures, but now I've got the kids
It's a
full
different
time
pressure.
for a
Exactly.
full week.
Yeah.
Dad, dad,
Yeah.
dad.
You, you
You know
can't
what I
have to
mean?
you know how you
Mm.
switch from different like
Yeah,
settings.
yeah,
You have
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
different setting.
It's a
It's not
different
off.
setting. Yeah, I'm on a different mode now.
Yeah.
Different mode. So although you're still away from your usual environment, you
Still
don't stop.
still have
You
to
don't
do.
stop. Yeah. So
Eesh. The the grind does not stop.
it don't stop and it don't stop.